Hey, you're listening to Make It Visible podcast. I'm your host, Michelle Kuei. I am a visibility marketing coach and soon to be your business bestie in the coaching business world. Not knowing how to connect with your audience, grab people's attention, and get them excited to buy from you should never be the reason you give up on your dream to become a full-time coach. I'm all about making marketing the easiest part of your coaching business so that you can turn a passion for coaching into a visible and profitable reality. So buckle up, ladies. Let's get started. Today, we are going to talk about how to create content that sells your coaching service. One of the biggest struggles a lot of the coaches that come into my world are the one who don't like selling. The idea of promoting themselves is just not something that's very comfortable. And a lot of coaches, including myself, I came from a background of healthcare. So most people come to me rather than me going to them. So initially, when I first started out my coaching business, I was struggling with how do I get people to sign up to my one-on-one program and how do I actually get them to book a call with me? And if you're having trouble getting people to sign up and book a call with you, then chances are there's a missing link and there's a missing piece of how you get them onto that discovery call. So today we're going to tackle that one very important thing and probably the only thing that you need to do if you want to use your content to sell your coaching package. If you are new to me, I'm Michelle and I am a visibility marketing coach, and I love helping female coaches to simplify their marketing so that they can get seen, get heard, and get paying clients, even if you're working a full-time job. Today, we are going to talk about how to create content to sell your coaching package. Last week, I asked my community member, if you were to think about where you are in your coaching business, and that's think of it in the context of 4 seasons. There's spring, summer, fall, and winter. And majority of my audience chose summer. It's about creating content that sells their package. How do you create content to sell your coaching package? And if you're someone who's struggling to get a discovery call or actually having people jumping on and wanting to jump onto you, booking a call with you, then this video is a must watch for you. ConvertKit came out with this 2023 State of Creator Economy that had talked about the top 10 most common creator type. It is no surprise that coaches and bloggers and also educators are among the top 10 of all the content creator that's out there. And if you think about it, coaches are constantly creating social media posts, blog posts, videos, such as this one, to provide valuable knowledge to their potential clients who will come and consume their content on a constant basis. And the top 10 goal for most of these content creators are either to grow an audience, to grow the income, or actually to building an engaging relationship with their audience. So if you're not leveraging your social media content, maybe starting today, you should, because you are among the top 4 that are constantly putting out all these valuable information to help moving the world, changing the perspective, providing educational content, and also delivering values. But one of the biggest struggles that a lot of coaches are having is how do I create that piece of content that would become my 24/7 sales force so I don't have to do all the selling myself? And most of us starting from scratch, a lot of us don't have marketing experiences, but we know how to provide values. So exactly how do you create content that would actually sell your package? Number one is you need to be clear on the outcome and the transformation that you're helping your client to achieve. So let's say in the past, I worked as a confidence coach when I first started out my journey. And one of the biggest problem that I was helping people to solve in order to get their confidence was to eliminate or minimize their negative self-talk. So I remember calling myself a negative self-talk expert because that is the problem I'm tackling. And the result of minimizing or having taking your negative self-talk into control, the result and the outcome of that is that you build that confidence that you need in moving forward, whether it's applying for a new job or looking for a new relationship or whatever that you are doing. You get this enormous amount of confidence because you're working on the negative self-talk. And that was the starting point of how I got into the business. Having that idea of, if I am helping someone to overcome the negative self-talk, then you bet all my content creation is going to focus on imposter syndrome. How do you remove the negative self-talk? And if you go back to my blog post, one of my top pieces of content that I have created is about how do you eliminate negative self-talk. Number 2, is your message conveying the transformation? Is it conveying the outcome that you have promised? A lot of coaches that I know of, when they create content, they tend to shift away and be more scattered. I want to cover this topic. I want to cover that topic. So they talk about X, they talk about Y, and then things are just get very scattered. And by the end of the day, they don't even know what they're talking about. And so it is super important that every single piece of your content needs to drive all the traffic back to your package. And I don't mean just promoting, and that is exhausting and that is tiring and it is annoying as hell, because all I see on some of the coaches' social media platform like Facebook, all I see is just all promoting. When you promote too much, people just tune you out. And so in your message, you want to be human, which brings us to tip number 3. Please do not overanalyze or overthinking this whole content creation process. Be a human, have a conversation. Your potential client appreciate seeing you as someone who understands their journey. So you do not have to promote all the time in order to get a paying client. And that probably is the number one reason why your audience start muting you, because every time they look at your post, it's just selling, selling, selling. And people just don't appreciate that. So please just be human, exercise your empathy, and don't overthink it. Don't overanalyze it. Marketing is about relationship, and it is human to human, people to people relationship. And because you have a people business, then just be human, just be out there and strike a conversation and get to know your people. The more that you understand your audience, the better off you are at content creation. So to sum up, today we talked about the 3 tips that I personally have practiced, used in my coaching business, especially if you're working full time, especially if you don't like the salesy message, because essentially your online presence, you're so valuable being part of this big, giant internet rooftop. And the way that you create content has been super helpful. And you are among the top 10 content creator in this world. So by providing values, not only do you give your audience a chance and opportunity to see who you are, understanding what you do, and so that they can see what is it that they need from you in order to overcome the challenge that they're experiencing. And I share 3 tips on how you can create content that sells your package. Number 1 is you want to be super clear about the outcome that you're going to provide. Number 2 is your message conveying that, and is your brand, are you positioning yourself as such expert that would help them to overcome that challenge so that they can achieve the outcome that you promised them. And then number 3 is just simply be human. Don't overthink it. Don't overanalyze it, and just go out there and start having conversation. And I promise you, this marketing is going to be super easy, and it feels like just a walk in the park. Thank you for listening to Make It Visible podcast. If you love this episode and want deeper support for your coaching business, head over to elevatelifecoaching.org and see how we can partner together to turn your passion into a profitable business. I help female coaches launch and scale their coaching business faster than ever without wasted time and money, filling the gaps in your marketing strategies, creating a simple and easy to follow system so you can accelerate on the path of coaching business that you love to wake up to. Head over to elevatelifecoaching.org and grab a free strategy audit today.